appreciate you all tuning in again today. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, viewers. I'd like to give a shout out to Cynthia Y, Pat M, Janice F, and Brian H. A couple of other ones. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching my show. I truly love and appreciate you all. You don't have to watch, but you do. You didn't have to subscribe, but you did. And I appreciate that. We're going to get into it this week. We're going to start off with the letter. This is kind of like a continuation from last week because I had a lot of letters on people being molested. And I just couldn't end it with last week's episode. So I have to talk about it a little bit more because I was like really overwhelmed with the amount of responses I got on this particular topic. So this letter is kind of, you will see. All right, let's start it off. Hello, Renee. My name is Misty. I am a 34-year-old white woman who was married to a kind, loving man who was truly caring, and he cares for his family. He is a wonderful provider. We have been married for 8 years and had a daughter who is now 7. My problem began when his friend, which is a black man, moved next door to us. He would always come over for cookouts and social gatherings. About 5 months after living beside us, he started flirting with me and making advances, and I started to flirt back. Well, we started having relations, and in a couple of months, I was in a full-blown love triangle. I ended up getting pregnant by this man. I knew this child was not my husband's baby. I hid my pregnancy from him the whole 9 months. In the delivery room, my husband was there, and once the baby was delivered, my husband started to cry. He saw the baby and he said, "This is a black man's baby." He turned around and he walked out. Several days later, after being taken out of the hospital, I went home to find that my husband had moved out. Everything was gone. Everything. I tried to call him several times, text him. He would not return my phone calls. It had been months since I had heard from him. Excuse me. During this time period, I let my boyfriend, my baby's daddy, move in with us. It started off real well, but then I noticed change in him. He started to be physical and mental abusive to me. He would hit me and sometimes even force himself on me, and I became very afraid of him. My daughter mentioned to me that he had touched her in her private area. I don't know what to do. I am afraid of this man. I'm afraid that if I asked him, that he would become violent with me. I know that I've made mistakes, serious mistakes, and I hope one day the people involved will forgive me for this. But how do I go about confronting a man that I am afraid of? Please help me. I'm lost, scared, and confused. Well, let's see. Quentin, do you want to start?
No, you can.
Okay. First off, Misty, shame on you. Shame on you. The first part of the letter, I got to drink a little bit of tea on because you wrong, girl. You so wrong. I dare you. You said you had a loving, kind husband. He was a provider. You didn't mention anything in this letter that this man was doing wrong to you. But yet, you slept with his friend. You slept with his friend because you wanted to. You felt something for this man. You and this man started flirting back and forth with each other. And then what, you had relations with this man. I dare you disrespect your husband like that. He was the provider, you said. And you disrespected him. Even to the point where you didn't even use protection. You didn't protect yourself. Now you're pregnant with this man's baby. And I don't blame your husband for walking out on you, girlfriend. I would have walked out on your butt too. You know, and not only would I walked out on you, I would have probably took some divorce papers out on you, try to get custody of my child, because you just dead damn wrong. It's no way, nothing I can sit and say to justify what you've done. It's nothing you can do to take back what you've done because you have a child now. But what you can do is get on your knees and pray to God and ask God to forgive you. You know what I'm saying? Because you trifling. That's trifling. Now he beating on you. I don't want to say that's what you get, because nobody deserves to be beat on. Nobody deserves to be beat on. But damn, Misty, you left a good man. Now you see how it feel to be beat on. You say he's forcing himself on you. What you think? And I'm going to tell you something. It don't have to be a black man. Any kind of man could have did this. And sometimes I get frustrated, you know, or saddened, I should say, by when women write me letters and they always distinguishing this race thing. I'm a white man married to a black woman, or I'm a white woman dating a black man. Why can't it just be, I am a man messing with a married woman, or I'm a woman messing with a married man? Stop the black and white thing. I'm so sick of that. But I will continue to read it the way you wrote it, because obviously you wanted someone to know that you are a white woman and that he is a black man. So we'll keep it like this. But I'm going to tell you something. You have to get out of this mess for your daughter, because she's going to tell your ex-husband, and Child Protective Services is going to get involved. And you're going to not only lose your first child, you're going to lose the second baby too. You have to get away from him. You know, you made your bed, you have to lay in it. But you need to protect your daughter. It is too many women out there that let this stuff happen to their children. They let it happen to their little boys, and they let it happen to their little girls. Why? Because they in love with the molester. Let me tell you something. Do not hide a molester's secret. Do not keep your predators a secret from what they've done. Don't hide what they've done from the world. Tell it. Because as long as you hide it and you are afraid to tell it or talk about it, it's sort of like protecting them. They're going on with their life. They're not sitting at home feeling bad. They're not depressed. They're not suicidal. You know, they can function with their life. It's the ones that have been molested, like me, who have difficulty functioning sometimes. Difficulties in trusting men. I am a product of being molested. And I was molested by someone that I was supposed to love and trust my whole life. It wasn't just me, but this is my truth. I went and got help. You have to go get help. You have to get help. And the sad thing about it is, when you tell your parents and they don't believe you. Mine didn't believe me. I went through life knowing what my person did to me that was close to me and my family. My mom did nothing. She didn't believe it. She just didn't believe it. Not only did he mess with me, he messed with my two other sisters. It was just not believed. But this is my truth. And I'm hiding my truth. I am not hiding my truth anymore from anyone, because I got too many letters on this subject, and we have to start speaking out as grown women. We are not children anymore, ladies. We are grown. We're almost in our 50s. Stop protecting the predator that hurt you. Stop protecting the predator that hurt you. You need to get counseling, Misty. You need to tell someone what is happening to your daughter. You have to go to a shelter. You have to go to a shelter. If you have to stay with a mom, dad, cousin, friend, get your child out of that situation so she can know that you protected her. And then if it ever happened to her, she will protect hers. Don't let her go through life thinking that you failed her. Okay, because if you stay, you failed her. If you let this man hit you again, you failed yourself and you failed her. We make mistakes. We can change. You can change. You can be forgiven for the wrong that you've done, Misty. But you have to make your wrong right. Not even for your sake, for the sake of your daughter. Okay? Let me read to you what molesting is. Molest. An assault or an abuse on a person, especially a child or a woman. Sexually hostile intent. To make sexual advances, fondle, rape, terrify, hurt, attack. An example, he sit next to her, the 7-year-old's bed, and he began grabbing at her chest, and he started touching her in places without her permission. Usually, it is an adult who forces himself upon helpless children. Misty, this is for you. This is for children. This is for teenagers. Anybody who has been molested, you are not alone. I'm with you. I'm one of you. And I'm sorry that them pigs, them selfish dogs, took their sexual frustration out on innocent kids. But we are grown women, and we strong, and we survived. And it's time to talk about it. And it's time to get it off your chest. Free yourself. and the rest will follow. I want you to get help. There's a national sexual assault hotline number that you can call. It is a safe and it is a confidential place, you know, and the number is 1-800-656-HOPE. 800-656-4673. HOPE. Don't hesitate to get help. And if you don't want to call that number and you won't help immediately, call 911. We pay taxes for their services to protect us. Let them protect us. It's time to fight back, ladies. Tell someone, do not keep your predator a secret. Because you keeping your predator a secret is prolonging his bad behavior on another child. We must stick together. We must overcome this together. I'm with you and I'm with everyone else that has been touched. You're not alone. It is a horrible feeling. Viewers, can you help me out on this one? Subscribers, write in and help me out on Misty's situation. Misty's dead wrong. Misty's wrong. Misty hit a good man. What do you think, Quentin?
You pretty much touched on everything, but yeah, you ain't have to do all of that. But I probably would have did the same thing. But if I find out that my daughter ended up telling me, it's over for your man. So I'm letting you know that now. Your man's is in trouble.
Well, what happened if she sleeps with your best friend or your friend, end up getting pregnant?
I mean,
what do you do?
It's a rap for him.
Who is it a rap for, her or him?
It's a rap for. I'm gonna be more mad at her than him though.
Why?
I just am.
Why? You have to have a reason for it.
Cause it's just I'm gonna be more mad at her than him.
Because she knew better, but he did too.
Yeah, but it's no male is gonna really deny that type of thing. He's not gonna really deny that, but
well, he can't deny it because he don't got her pregnant.
Yeah, right. And then you got her pregnant, and that's a.
Now he beating on her.
That's another L.
He's beating on her. He is beating on this woman who had a loving, kind, supportive, providing husband. And she had to go get a drink of the coffee. Now the coffee is too hot, girl. It done burned your tongue. Now you want that coffee. You don't want that coffee no more. You want to start putting cream in your coffee again, girl. You should have never did it. Whether it be with a black man, a Mexican, a white man, an African, a Chinese man, a Dominican, Asian, it don't matter. You, friend, it's wrong. Suffer your consequences. There's a phrase in the Bible, and I hate bringing the Bible up because, you know, but this is the time for it. It says, the soul you lay will be the soul you reap. So guess what? That seed that you planted, all that bad karma that you planted, adultery, pregnant out of wedlock, now you're getting beat on. You planted that seed. You planted that seed of infidelity. So you reap what you sow. But I know one thing. You better protect that girl. And if you can't, you give her to the daddy until you get yourself together. There's nothing wrong with giving the child to the father until you get yourself together. You have failed her if you don't do the right thing. You have failed yourself if you don't do the right thing. And if you don't do the right thing, I hope this haunts you for the rest of your life, because no child deserves to be bought in this world and touched by their father, mother, nephew, cousin, brother. Golly, is the world that bad? Come on, man. Taking the innocence away from children. You waking their hormones up too damn early. Then you want to know why you got kids that's 16 years old messing around with so many damn men. Y'all doing to us. Because you loving these pitiful pigs. Ugh. It's just a shame. It's hurtful. Misty, do the right thing. Viewers, help me with this one. Subscribers, please help me with this one. There's a lot of people in the world who's been molested and have been taken advantage of by people that they know. We become afraid to tell it because the one person that we believe in the most, which is our mothers, they don't believe it. They want to protect the predator. Well, we're not protecting the predators anymore, ladies. Let this be from here on out. When they do something, tell it. We must expose them or they will continue on with their trail of deception, deceit, and corruption upon another innocent victim. This is going to be my show for today. It's a short show because I wanted to really talk about this molesting thing. Tell somebody. Tell somebody you can trust. You know, everybody's not going to believe you, and that's the part that we have to deal with, because they suckers, and they dumb, and they uneducated, and they don't want to believe that their man is touching their daggone child. But it's true. It happens. Brothers touch their sisters. Uncles touch their nieces. I mean, it's everywhere. It's an epidemic. Let's stop it now. Let's stop this now. Join with me. Join together. And when you see something that is suspect that a man is doing, make sure you talk about it. Don't tell your children. Don't be afraid to come to you. Never be afraid to come to you. This is going to be my show for today, you all. I love you all. I drank 2 glasses. You know, I didn't drink 2 glasses. Oops. I'm drinking 2 sips of this because this topic really doesn't require, it's not funny. It's nothing funny about it, man. You'd be surprised. Your next door neighbor's child was molested. Look at all these children in the news who's been molested by teachers. Let's get it together. Let's get it together before it's too late. I love you all. Take care of yourself. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Guys, share my stuff. Help a sister out, man. Come on. I said I was going to carry y'all with me, didn't I? I ain't lying. Believe me. Trust in me. I got you. I got you. Till next time, take care of yourself.